Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, another amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Master of Pain. Probably not. And as we're watching here, Gentlefox is indeed the most gentle of foxes here, fighting for Germany, for Deutschland, right here in Langarskaya. A winter rolling out for the 5th SS Panzer Division Viking, going up versus Cpt.Molo, fighting for the Soviet Union, and the 4th Mechanized Corps, fighting for the glory of Comrade Stalin. With Guard Motor, Advanced Warfare and Lend-Lease, with Gentlefox, with elite troops, Mechanized Assault, and Spearhead. Lots of tigers in one way or another. Back to Cpt.Molo here, 2 companies right off the bat, and a special command. A bit similar to so far what we've seen being utilized by, for example, players like Obscura. Pioneers advancing up pretty boldly here towards the munitions point. Interesting opening up there from Gentlefox so far. Interesting opening. And of course we are getting ever closer to the Western Front's release about a few days from now, Tuesday. So of course that should be all very exciting. Of course I'll be sure to get as many videos up as soon after that. Hopefully a bunch of Propagandacast layers have been a bit busy this previous week with other stuff in preparation and such, so my apologies about that. There's a bit of slight illness as well, which rather prevent me from making more than one video a day. And streaming as well, a bit unfortunate, but still keeping things going. And again, Western Front armies, be sure to pre-order or buy if you haven't already. Though of course you might also want to wait for the reviews I'm planning on making, each one for each army, plus of course some of the commanders as well. So it'll give you an idea what to expect and what to do if you do feel like waiting. Though of course if you don't, feel free to just go ahead and pre-order. We are seeing a special command up here. Scout car on the way, noting very little infantry so far from Molo. Grenadier moving out here, and we are noting a 3rd Grenadier squad here for Gentlefox. Out to pick some flowers with his good friend, Obersturmbannführer Max Todt. And afterwards killing some Russians. Never mind. Right, moving up there towards the scout car, the M3A1. Rather popular as of late in this patch, rather powerful in some regards, and certainly something could do with a slight nerf. But either way, engaging here, the initial range seeing quite a bit of damage there from the scout car. The scout car in return, pretty much bouncing most shots. 2nd scout car running here for Cpt.Molo, conscious moving up, trekking through the deep snow. When he's moving up, no further units in front, no response otherwise. He's trying to hold up here in heavy cover, might have a slight chance, but so far most of the shots have yet tracked the impact, and there we go, Commons joining in. The squad here already very low on health. So far, surprisingly, not a single loss, but oh, there we go. Never mind, poor Heinz never made it back across the road. A 3rd scout car, Cpt.Molo, is really bearing in heavily there, and we know we can MD42 arriving here for Gentlefox. Scout coming up, and there we go, taking the point, they're trying it out in the open. They're definitely not going to be standing much of a chance, but at least they're doing a bit of damage. And MD42 moving in here, and he's gone elite troops, elite Truppen. Troop training already utilized, setting up with the MD42. Veterans in free, what could he be planning? Incendiary armor piercing rounds. Cpt.Molo suspects nothing, and there we go, he goes through him like a hot knife through butter. In this case, a knife made of Krupp steel versus Russian imitation butter from Siberia, made from rats. Either way, that was brutal. A nice little thing there, a nice little move there from Gentlefox. Certainly made very short work there to meet scout cars rather immediately. Of course, Cpt.Molo is swift to place them. Pioneers over here with minesweepers in case Cpt.Molo might have dumped some munitions going towards minesweepers. MD40 flying away. Yuri took a serious volley there for the face. And Gentlefox strikes back in the name of the Wehrmacht. While Cpt.Molo is slightly pulling back to the scout code base and actively as a sort of an overwatch. 2nd scout coming in, noting by the way, no victory points is secured. There's being forged, a bit of a risk move. MD42 also moving up. Need to be careful so it doesn't get outmaneuvered. Commies are close to getting wiped out, but somehow they seem to have made the great trek. There's going to Martin trying his best to stick in cover as well. We're noting a 2nd MD42 arriving. Scout cars further pulling back. A 3rd one on the way, really just emptying whatever forward scout company he's had attached to him for whatever it's worth. But comrades, shouldn't we be using these for reconnaissance? Niet! Drive them forwards! I want to see the fear in their eyes before I run them down.
M3 scout car here.
A fourth scout car on the way. Good lord.
Scout car. Engineer standing by.
He might be a slight speed freak.
M3.
Certainly rather rare. But then again, the scout car is very powerful and popular at the moment.
Here with a gun.
So I suppose it had to come. And with 4 scout cars, he's going to be able to project an awful lot of firepower against his opponent if he's not careful. Bunker going up here, could be planning a 4th position, maybe 4 going up as well here. There's going to be a bit of a blind spot right around here though. And looks like he might hit it. Oh dear, perhaps not intentionally, but nonetheless. MG42 won't be able to start him, so not do enough damage versus the scout cars. MG42 grenades. Oh dear, there we go. Bunker getting rushed as well. Guys need to fall back. This is turning into a big mess already. And basically just moving them in a big blob of scout cars. He might be able to get some of them, but ultimately still, there we go. 1 scout car dead. But at the same time, he's about to lose eventually 3 MG42. Bunker not doing much, and there we go. Scout car cleared out. Quick mindful up here, guys need to fall back. Zurückfallen. Schnell. Even the MG42 there pushed away. That minefield here. No mileage was up for Cpt.Molo, so they won't be able to pursue that way, at least not without suffering a bit. But he managed to secure 1 MG42. And sadly, Gentlefox there lost his veteran crew, but at the same time, having knocked out 2 scout cars with it, I would always say he's got back the resource he actually expended towards training, so I suppose it's not all bad, but there we go. Might be losing grenades there. At the same time, the scout car could take hit by a mortar round, get knocked out. Bernard in there for firing. Not quite connecting with anything so far. There we go, direct hit on the scout car, almost knocks it out, but not quite.
Awaiting command.
There we go, the motorized raid pulling back, having forced back Gentlefox and the men of the 5th SS Viking. Initially supposed to be largely composed of volunteers, but later on basically switched out to just being Germans, whereas most of these volunteers then were switched over to another division. The 11th, no, not the 11th actually. What's the 11th? By the way, an SS Panzer Grenadier Division. Little fun fact as well. Another veteran for the MD4 Chase only does not give up there. He's very intent on keeping those. Bunker upgrade here, by the way, to a command bunker. That's very interesting. And all the guardsmen are tearing it down with their anti-tank rifles, thus forming a bit of an obstacle there for Gentlefox's forward command bunker. Mortar might be able to sort of move a bit further forward. MD4 sitting up here, by the way, having the M1 field there to maybe cover it a bit. And he's trying to repair the bunker, an admirable move. And there we go. Ooh, might lose it. Oh dear, makes it past. He has switched out into there's nothing to shoot at it. Mortar rounds almost hitting there, grenade going off on the MG42, almost knocking it out. Bad news for Gentlefox. While the guardsmen heroically push forward, dodging every mortar round lobbed at them. Like a highly explosive dance contest. Meanwhile, the MG40 here, purloined from the hands of the German, is going to be quite vicious against the Germans. Scout comes in a little flamethrower. The pressure continues. And Gentlefox rallies once more. Though rather light on everything at the moment, he's been under a lot of pressure here. And it's sadly only increasing here under the rather inhumanitarian aid of Cpt.Molo. And they're going to clear up the command bunker, lighting it on fire. Guardsman finally pushed away, but not before he's managed to cut off the resource on the entire left side.
Ready. We toasted them.
M3 scout car here.
Looks like he's not building further scout cars. He's also gone straight for guards motor, which could indicate he might be playing for T-3045, showing for the initial pressure to make it very difficult for his opponent to take up until the T-3045 has arrived, and showing that's a rather vicious kind of play here that Cpt.Molo is playing. Going straight for the MG42 there. Rather close to the minefield. They could actually end up getting cleared out if they take a wrong step. There we go, he's retreating, which means they'll go through west. And there we go, cleared out, leaving behind the MG42 to be re-secured. And now actually sending up 1 scout car to do a bit of harassment there, another one here, getting repaired. Splitting up a bit more, less head-on motor tactics. Other MG42 recruit once more. keeping the veteran fleet there, a bit sort of hoping to sort of catch anything out and with incendiary arms being run to its case again. It will rather make short work of these scout cars if we can catch them there. Of course, that's a bit the tricky part. No further sign of taking up so far though from Gentlefox. Thanks time to roll to him with his elite Torpen. He has taken up here to the first tier of the first battle phase. Scout cars rolling forwards. Scout car moving in. Pushed away troops there.
Grenadier squad at full strength. What are your orders? HMG here.
And moving up the CP.Molo. And a bit of a dangerous thing, in particular in the blizzard. It's going to make it very difficult. Franked out chance of actually catching the scout car. It's going to make it much easier for Cpt.Molo to outflank it. So that's something to keep in mind there. No structuring, no taking up so far. What is Gentlefox thinking? Looks like he sensed something was off and actually pulled back his MD-42 there. But he's rapidly losing more and more ground as the scout cars continue to move unhindered across the battlefield. Very little can sort of really stop them at the moment, due to the amount of firepower and other things they are able to project. There we go, a bit of light machine gun fight. Oh, light power roll just burst the scout car there, ballistic light machine gun. Doing a nice bit of damage, but at the same time the enemy is rather exposed out in the open, and they might end up being knocked out if he's not careful. Although as the scout car gets closer, it actually has a slight chance there of actually knocking out, but no, sadly not there. Slight chance, there we go, got hit with a rifle shot. Cooking it up. And rapidly seeing the last few men pushed off the field. Guardsmen freezing to death here. Oh, they managed to get close in, never mind. A stun grenade here. Could be maybe a slight chance of getting things back. Mortar run doing it. And there goes a spawn grenade here from the Guardsmen. Forcing the grenades to have to retreat rather rapidly. Panzer Grenadier, an interesting choice there from Gentlefox. Getting Panzerx and then trying to deal with the scout cars that way. An interesting approach. A bit risky though. I mean, if they get attacked from the wrong angle, they can easily get cleared up before they manage to knock it out using their puncher strikes, but I can certainly understand why he might opt for it. It's a bit more mobile, and to certain extent, it's also a lot harder to surprise if he'd gone for a pack, which again, if it's caught from the wrong angle, it's knocked out. So there are some slight advantages here to what Gentlefox has gone for. Scout car there taking a bit of damage location, not replacing it again now. Cpt.Molo is really just building up for the doctrinal armour. Getting more infantry now, as he is actually beginning to bleed out, and he's overall a bit short there in infantry. He's actually flowing surprisingly large amount of manpower, so it would seem maybe there's a slight gap there in Cpt.Molo's strategy, where he perhaps hasn't quite, anticipated this to a certain extent. And he's in fact a bit unsure what to do. So of course that is mere speculation for me. And there we go, scout car down, veteran run there for the Grenadiers, another scout car down, he's back down to, never mind, looks like he got a replacement one, perhaps realising he's actually not got enough command points to get that. And there we go, another unit wiped out on retreat through the S-mine field. This S-mine field includes quite valuable to Gentlefox and the Wehrmacht.
Blizzard is passing.
Good shot there. Pack 40 then on the way, interesting, while the Panzers here go about as well. No sign of light machine guns walking there for the fleet, otherwise those troops and poor Friedrich there went down to the DPs equipped by the Guards infantry holding up here behind an old well.
We have new units.
Armored car fighting on us! Ready for orders and loaded for Panzer.
Clear.
And there goes actually moving up the Panzer Grenadiers. And there you go, one scout car down, though they have rather low health. Veterans running there for the mortar. Engineers hiding in the smoke from the wreckage. Perhaps pretending to be a charged Russian. Either way, there we go, guard hit, but scout car hit from the side. Over here. Panzer's low in health, low in numbers. Can he get it? Guardsman getting out. And there we go, ultimately total annihilation there for the Panzers, though they did manage to get both scout cars. And the engineers, the question is, was it an overall good trade-off right there for Gentlefox? It was certainly an expensive one. And already here, though, another scout car has replaced the losses. So the question might be, or the answer might be not as much as he'd like. And so again, he's just flooding resources now again. So there's a certain gap here in Cpt.Molo's strategy. Again, he's playing for it, but he ultimately doesn't quite know how to sort of keep things going until he gets tanks. He's a bit unsure of how much to invest. And that could be a chance here for Gentlefox to actually get back into the fight. Of course, that rather means he's going to be hitting the lighter forces. And there you go, another scout cut down. It looks like he lost another grenadier unit. That himself looks like another engineer unit. Could also be lost here for Cpt.Molo. So things continue to sort of switch around here.
Target eliminated. You have orders?
Taking up here, and oh, never mind. The T-35s have arrived for Cpt.Molo. The Batners are inbound, but they are taking up here. We have some gunners on the way. So it's a farmer called which be on the way. Guards are being stopped. Grenadiers are very low in help, very low numbers. Nine. Talk about a close shave with a rusty razor. T-35s are rolling forwards majestically, like large green metal boxes, plying through the snow and dirt.
Awaiting pack crew is ready. We could use some
Farmer
action
likely
to
going
keep
to up
warm.
now. He's going to be a bit of a problem. He's only got one pack to try and hold back the tanks. So to a certain extent, he's probably going to be a bit reliant on either Teller mines or Panzerfaust.
Grenadiers reporting.
He's actually upgraded for Gewehr for the Fleas here. Jäger. Training. And the MG-42 got spotted by another MG-42 and a MG-45s.
Grenadiers ready.
Gentlefox continues to be under siege here by an unrelenting Soviet taskmaster, who is himself, though, very low in infantry and doesn't seem to be quite replacing it. So there's still a bit of a slight chance that it's only going to be difficult with those T-35s patrolling around, particularly if he goes on the offensive. Though if he just rolls them up with infantry support, there's definitely a chance there for Gentlefox to knock them out. So he can easily surround them and doesn't have to worry about infantry flanking. And no, he's actually getting snipers. That's an interesting move there from Cpt.Molo. There goes the Palmer Corps going up. He could get a Panzer IV. He could also aim for the Sturmgeschütz. Either of those could work for different reasons. And MG-42 preventing any direct approach here from Gentlefox. And there goes the Palmer Corps is up. He could get a Sturmgeschütz. Could get a Sturmgeschütz. There goes, in fact, he's getting a Sturmgeschütz. Not holding back, realizing he needs just numbers alongside the pack there to sort of hold them back. He can't afford to wait for a Panzer IV. So now that's only going to make things difficult for the support units. It's only going to make it harder for Gentlefox to establish a defence. We are actually out here due for a mid-game analysis concentration. Not exactly looking peachy here for Gentlefox. He's very much on the defence of his opponent, though. Pretty much only has the advantage in the form of tanks and infantry rather than the advantage of Gentlefox. But again, the tanks are T-35s. They can reasonably well do off with infantry, so it's a bit of a risky situation. Armour is on the way, and certainly more Stooks would right now be the best choice. That way you can sort of quickly gain some numbers. Of course, with a range and rate of fire, they would certainly have a chance of taking down the T-35s a few pegs here and there, and particularly get some veterans from using the troop training that way, getting target weak point and getting up to veteran too rapidly fast. They could certainly be a bit harder for Cpt.Molo to knock out. So that's definitely something for Gentlefox to sort of figure into, and it's definitely going to require some fuel, so that's probably might see some fighting over here. And of course, in the end, if everything goes ill, or either way, he probably is going to need in the end the Tigris, either way to sort of fuel issues. And of course, for Gentlefox, he of course ought to figure, or Cpt.Molo ought to figure out his opponent's going for elite troops. He knows that he has to command. He's certainly seen the troop training happen. So he has to be sort of aggressive but careful. He can't afford to waste units because, again, if he leaves himself too weak, in the case of the Tigris, he'll certainly be weaker as well. And certainly he's got actually a few issues. He's very, very low in infantry. I mean, he suffered quite greatly, and a lot of resources were invested into the scout cars they were dealt with, and of course the other troops inside were also dealt with, so that rather leaves him in a bit of an awkward spot, to be honest. He's also got a ton of munitions, but not much he can use it on. He should probably consider some engineers to actually lay down some mines that would definitely snag down any armor, in particular the Tigris, and make things a lot easier for him. Though of course if that never happens, he's definitely going to be in a tight spot. Other things he might want to consider besides, you know, more infantry, in particular more engineers and mines, well, might be, you know, more mines overall. I mean, more scout cars right now won't do much. He could consider maybe taking further towards something to support. Mechanized armor company could provide him with some longer range firepower. He could go for support weapon company for a field gun, maybe some mortars or some such, to sort of help bombard the positions here of Gentlefox. But overall priority should be getting the most out of these and, you know, try not to lose them in the process. But back to Gentlefox for now and back to the fight. Kennedys into Nazi right leg up, keep the fight firing away. Snipers opening up here. Retreating the Grenadiers just before he managed to kill the pump ropes. He couldn't really hang around for much longer unless he fancied losing another unit, in particular his most veteran infantry unit.
Stoke 3 ready to deploy.
There we go, Sturmgeschütz 3. Boiling out here for Gentlefox. Sturmgeschütz G. Most produced armoured fighting vehicle for the Germans. Also quite popular with the Germans. In fact, so popular that everybody wanted it, but overall the ones who initially sort of put it through, the artillery, really wanted to keep it to themselves, which overall caused a lot of a mess.
Ready for orders.
And forced Guderian to get a bit creative to get some assault guns he could actually do with what he wanted. Usually designating what otherwise could have been an assault gun a tank destroyer, so in some cases when it says tank destroyer, you might want to be a bit careful about reading it directly as that on the package. For example, the Hetzer was actually an assault gun but was designated a tank destroyer, so Guderian and the Panzerwaffe could actually control it. He could send it away where he wanted, which included actually attaching it to infantry divisions. There you go, grenades engaging the guardsmen, doing a bit of damage there. Quick rock grenades here, mortar round firing as well. There we go, heavy loss inflicted on the guardsmen and clearing them out rather rapidly, dropping the DP and a anti-tank rifle sniper saying about this. Duke could have a chance of acting around, bunker up as well. Might be a command back here for the forward fighting position. And there you go, these grenades are going to be heavily equipped now. With all manner of weaponry. But he's still lost another fuel point. Snipers moving forwards, they should be careful. One good hit there from the Sturmgeschütz, and they're going off to the Great Soviet in the sky. And there you go, bit shots there, grenades need to fall back. Carl rapidly. Keep it apart from 4, taking a hit there from Sturmgeschütz. Pack 45 shots too, taking a hit. Panzer Fausting, very well, grenades need to retreat. Snipers, by the way, got wiped out. Flooding a lot of resources, getting his aim for another pair of T-35s. He feels very confident in his armour to sort of overwhelm what is left here of Gentlefox. Needs to be careful there though with the Sturmgeschütz still clearing out snipers. Black 45 as well. Mark target up. Mark vehicle. And almost that T-35 active cluster getting knocked out. He might get it. And there we go. T-35 blazing, crashing into a small shed.
Another vehicle has been lost in the defense.
Leaving little left. And right here, Gentlefox might be making a bit of a mistake, mashing into the street. Then the sniper instead runs into T-34 parked around the corner. Further pushing up, Hickman's getting stopped here by the MG5 too close. Pack mentioned one. Good pop into the armor position 9s, but in fact they're low on health, so might want to do that before he gets more hits. DP dropped again. And there go Roughneck. And the MG5 2 got cleared out. A small victory there for Germany. Now the pair of T-35s arriving. Still in dire need of repairs. The faster the better. And they should have the resources for another Sturmgeschütz right now, which would probably come quite in handy. As the second tide of Cpt.Molo strikes.
Supply sector under attack.
And there we go, moving in. Pack 40 quite angled, not there to be able to hit them. We could consider target weak point by it, at least sort of trying to save one more for a few extra hits. No. Such luck. Situation is certainly looking a bit unhealthy here for Germany.
Vehicles can be marked and
So
targeted.
the extreme lack of any ground troops here for Cpt.Molo, who's actually hurting him as well. He's barely got any infantry or anything else. Certainly no engineers as well, so he's in many regards actually rather exposed, and he should definitely get some infantry now. He's got the manpower for it, you really should consider at least coming squad or 2 and some conscripts. Or at least a more guards rifling team for just more boots on the ground. Moving forward and bit of a nasty surprise there, courtesy of Cpt.Molo. Moving up. Ooh, he could have troop chained what back in the base. He could have gotten up to veterans, maybe even 2 right there. How unfortunate. Going straight for the base here, small hit and run. Assault initiated there by Cpt.Molo before he escapes into the night once more. And went into the blizzard, into the cold. Guards annoying, have exposed, and takes one hell of a hit there from Stormkissers, buttoning it up in a rather desperate endeavour, but ultimately does not succeed. Smoke coming up there, Stu bouncing one shot, and there go immediately turn there against the T-35s. Close to knocking out one. T-35 taking heavy damage, Stormkissers are really doing a lot of damage. The high rate of fire reasonable range, doing all right there versus the T-35s as long as they don't get too close. Both of them now, by the way, Veterans 1, that should open up some target weak points, though he should be careful not rushing in like tanks, in which case they will likely lose to the T-35s on the end and spot them at range, in which case he might consider the scout car. Should be able to get the advantage on them. In particular, target weak point. Target to weak point, Helmut! Sadly no luck. Still managed to take down the T-35 there in a few shots, rapidly following on each other and getting close eventually too, with either assault gun.
Yes,
Guards, by the way, got wiped out. And he's again floating a ton of manpower. It would rather seem things are falling partly for Cpt.Molo. Again, one senses a bit of a massive gap in his strategy. And perhaps an issue with adapting to things perhaps not quite going his way. Of the larger kind. Because again, otherwise you wouldn't see manpower being floated that regularly, I feel. Of course, that might just be a mistaken belief on my part. Snipers need to be careful. Quick rifle hit as well.
Guard rifle infantry squads can now be called to fight for the
2 assault guns up. Could be getting a 3rd one.
We have our new toys.
Or he could be slowly setting up for the Tigers already on form of manpower. Nope, getting another Sturmgeschütz. Die dritte Sturmgeschütz. Time to clear out the Indian. There you go, Guardsmen attacking across in the open. And already they're getting relentlessly hounded by German fire. And they're just getting absolutely punished right there. T-35 setting up there for a counter-attack. If you get spot them in time, you should have a time storming. And there you go, T-35 moving in. Opening up, Pioneers ended up serving as observers. Moving up, Guardsmen they're almost wiped out. And the Snipers got wiped there by a small counter-attack from the Grenadiers. Good job there by Gentlefox. Most gentle of foxes. As long as he's not dealing with a communist, in which case he becomes a very less than gentle fox. Well, the 3rd Sturmgeschütz arrives, giving him a small battery which should definitely be able to put a bit of fear of the fatherland into Cpt.Molo.
Our points have fallen to 300.
Ready for action.
Point here being secured. Very close to Vetch2. Again, I do think you should actually try and pull them back for a bit of troop training. Getting both of these up to Vetch2 I think would make them much tougher, and certainly also give them a slightly higher rate of fire, overall increasing their worth and lethality.
Guard rifle infantry squads are now available. We are awaiting orders.
Rifle grenade here. Nope, no mind. And there we go, rifle grenade. Nice hit there.
Yes, comrade.
T-35 getting up there, looks like one Stuke's moving up.
Caution! Blizzard!
Grenadiers could there consider falling back as they're not really doing much good out in the open versus those Guardsmen. An attempt at the stun grenade, but ultimately decided against it. Fuel pump once more being secured.
Our DPs have arrived.
And looks like Gentlefox was about to plan an assault there towards the fuel point, but for some reason something holds him back. Probably the low visibility and the lack of anything sort of safely moving to spot the assault gun before he moves them in. Which could otherwise result in the Stooks getting quickly outmaneuvered and knocked out, which would be an absolutely catastrophic blow.
Guards reporting. Capture complete.
For Cpt.Molo, no, for Gentlefox. Still not a lot of infantry for Cpt.Molo. He needs to do something about that, I feel. The sooner the better. The sooner the better.
You are responsible for your soldiers. If they freeze to death, they cannot die fighting the enemy.
Guardsman freezing to death there. Good use of vegetable there, by the way, by Cpt.Molo. There we go, Guardsmen getting bombarded. Pack and assault gun fire. Not looking too good inside there. Not looking too good. But they do rapidly decide they've elsewhere to be. Got the speed splitting up a bit. He's trying to launch a sort of extended assault, trying to catch the assault guns off guard from one angle while attacking from another. What could you have planned? What could you have planned? There we go, the slip drive back there. Assault gun slowly rolling in, firing and missing.
Guards troops ready for action.
Victory points firmly in the advantage of Gentlefox, by the way. Cpt.Molo's strategy overall doesn't really lend itself towards victory point play.
You have orders? Yes, comrade.
The enemy has our range.
Rather climbed out there. He should be thankful his opponent doesn't have any artillery, otherwise that could get very ugly very quickly. But several assault guns looking pretty good. Still no sign of troop training there so far. The only things that have been trained are the MG42s it would seem. Bit unfortunate that, would like to see. Some assault guns there trained out a bit further. It looks like another pair of T-35 is about to arrive. Then again, looks also another the Tiger Ace is about to arrive. So that could end up in quite the armor engagement with 3 Stooks and a Tiger Ace versus 5 T-35s. So that is what's going to end up with here. T-35 there taking quite a few shots there. Assault guns into all forwards. Guard the targets of the day. Oh, he actually pulls back there. He had a slight chance there, I think, of gaining victory too again. Higher rate of fire, more armor, which is going to give a slightly higher chance of active bouncing shots here from those T-35s. And there we go, the Ace mobilizes.
Fresh units on the field. Our unit count is increasing.
And there we go. 5 T-35s versus 3 Stooks and an Ace. This is going to be one hell of an armored showdown. Interesting enough, he's not leading with the Tiger Ace, he's leading with the Stooks. Also, no target weak point, everything, that's a mistake. We should use target weak point, sort of trying to immobilize these ones. There we go, target weak point up. Over to Gentlefox. Looks like the Ace that used it. Basically shoot for the Stook, but they're clicking out maneuver. He should have used more, and there go another SE2 Stook. We're getting knocked out there, pack 40 not turning, cleared out with the T-35. Tiger Ace knocking out another, Stook down to 1 Tiger Ace and the 2 T-35s. Tiger Ace all hitting heavy damage up close. Need to keep moving, try not to get outflanked. Pack 40 recruit here. Another target big point. He's at least using it on the Tiger. T-35 getting caught. Turret turning slowly. You should probably try to turn the entire tank to sort of help with that. That's part of what the German Tiger crew actually did. Since the Tiger would actually in the actual war turn very rapidly. And very accurately. But there we go, managed to pull back, drawing up in front of the Tiger Ace. So things are definitely slightly more back on the foreground here with the Gentlefox. And there we go. 1 T-35 down, the other left behind. And there you go, target big point. You should have a chance of knocking it out. Maybe one more shot or 2 more. And there we go, the final T-45 went down here. A rather protracted armoured engagement, leaving numerous armoured vehicles burning and smoking across the fields of Lankarskaya. In the end, the elite Tiger Ace crew turned things around. Too bad none of the assault guns actually survived. There you go, one hell of a shot there from the Ace. Still quite a manpower there being thrown by Molo. Rather disappointing in that. Grenade on the grenade is almost knocked out, and there we go. Game over. A victory for Gentlefox, although rather looked desperate for him in several cases, but in the end he rather pulled through the power of the Sturmgeschütz, the Tiger Race, and overall some pretty sheer and solid determination versus the scout car spam employed by Captain Molo early on, keeping his cool, slowly taking out one by one as Captain Molo shifted to strategy, and then rather disrupting things because clearly there was a bit of an issue there for Captain Molo, something perhaps not quite expected. He rather flew a lot of resources, barely any infantry, which overall gave Gentlefox a chance of getting back, and he chose the right units for it. I think though in the final engagement he should have used target weak point, and I think that overall given him more Stooks to survive with. Otherwise, I think, you know, more troop training on the Stooks early on would also have given him a stronger hand. A bit unfortunate he did not aim for that. That, of course, is merely my opinion. In the end, though, some rather sterling play there from Gentlefox, which rather turned things around in the end there, and took the fight there to Captain Molo and knocked him out, despite Captain Molo's best attempt there at scout car spam, followed up with T-35 spam and some pretty sledgehammer-like strategy and tactics. So overall, I hope you learned something from this match. I hope you got some ideas as to how to, for example, deal with the scout cars and other things. How to get a bit more out of your Sturmgeschütz. Also how to, you know, maybe get a bit more out of our elite troops. If you did want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send in a replay of your own, provide some feedback in the comments. Also, by the way, either way, feel free to follow me on Facebook or Twitter. Links are in the description. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers, and see you tomorrow.